Defining project success. First of all, we've already talked about this. Nick has talked about project success and its definition in this module, and the iron triangle was mentioned. The iron triangle is kind of still central to the idea of project success, but it's not absolute. So it's not the only success measure that we see in literature, but also in practice. So the iron triangle, I'm sure most of you have seen before. It's this combination of keeping to scope, cost, and time. And all organizations are interested, especially in terms of the budget, I think. But it's not absolute. So there are other measures, and I'd like to briefly discuss some of them because I think that projects nowadays are judged on in different terms than in the past. So a big one is end user satisfaction. And we see a lot of these examples across the globe, actually. A classic example of a project being over budget and very, very late is the Opera House in Sydney. And in the end, it is considered a very successful project, though. Why? Because the end user, the public, the musicians, the people that actually use this project or the end result of the project are very happy. So across the decades that it's been around, it is considered like a landmark now. And everyone is really happy with the events that happened there. So even though it was massively over budget and it was very late, it's still a successful project because the end user was really and is really satisfied. So end user satisfaction is something to keep in mind. And we're going to talk a little bit more about engaging with your end users in some of these conditions. Stakeholder satisfaction, when we talk about stakeholders, we talk about the sponsor of the project, we talk about your own team, we talk about the organization you work for, we talk about the end user, so stakeholders are quite broad. And they all need to be on board and they all need to be satisfied at the end of the project with the end result. Then team satisfaction. So this is a relatively new one. Project management and management overall tends to go into the direction of caring about people more and making the workplace like a better place for people to accelerate and achieve their dreams. So team satisfaction is becoming more important. Not losing team members, not burning out your team members, etc. Long-term benefits for the organization, and this can be in terms of branding, this can be in terms of sales, future sales, relationship with clients. So we see papers measure these long-term benefits in a lot of different ways, and depends on the industry a little bit. Safety is a big one in a lot of industries. And again, safety and societal benefits have to do with the industry a lot because, for example, safety is important in construction, in manufacturing, where you want to really minimize, even drive accidents to zero if possible during your project. And societal benefits are important for other industries or the government, for example, or the nonprofit sector. They measure success in terms of societal benefits that they deliver to the societies they work for and the communities, local communities, etc. I think this is also becoming more important for profit businesses because they start caring a bit more, like with CSR coming to the front, sustainability, which we're going to talk about. I think societal benefits are becoming more important for profit organizations as well.